maybe about 4 years ago, I had this beautiful woman come into my clinic and she was very unwell. She had no energy, she had a very stressful situation that she was living in. She had a son who was a drug addict and living at home, and life was pretty bad. And I sat with her and I listened to her story, and she would have been maybe 60 years old. And listening to her story, obviously I get to hear from women who are hormonal all day, every day, which let me just tell you is not a choice, it's just a calling, because hormonal women all day, every day. I need to say any more. Imagine if we collectively were all hormonal together, that would be bad. But this woman, she was broken. And I remember just thinking, oh my goodness, I know I can make such a difference for her and treat her and help her, but really ultimately the work was up to her. I had to guide her and give her the tools and then send her on her way. She came back maybe 4 weeks later and she sat down in my chair and I said, I go through the regular questions. How's your energy? She said, oh my goodness, I felt the best that I've felt in years. And I'm like, okay, amazing. How's your sleep? I'm sleeping amazingly. I said, brilliant. She went on to tell me all the things that she had felt improvements with. And I said to her, and what else have you got for me? And she said, I'm a 60-year-old woman who has never put myself first because I thought that was selfish and unfair to my family. And she said, all of a sudden, I'm communicating with my son like never before. We're not fighting. He's stable. He's living under my roof. And she said to me, why didn't I do this sooner? Because actually, if I filled my own cup, then I could actually give out to others. But so often, we're giving, and we're not looking after ourselves. And so I just want to take the next few minutes to talk to you a little bit about how you can use your hormones as your superpower, especially as a woman in business, because so often we do leave ourselves to last, and therefore we don't get to be the best version of ourselves, and we definitely don't get to perform at our best. We've already had an introduction, but obviously I am Nat Kringoudis. I don't know where that just came from, obviously. There's actually only one. If you Google Nat Kringoudis, there's only one of me. 2 times best-selling author, which I'm very, very proud of. But I love to talk. I podcast, and I have a clinic in Melbourne called Pagoda, which I've been in practice for over 15 years. I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine, and I also 3 years ago accepted the task of mentoring. Not again necessarily because I was like, oh, that's a really great idea, but my PA said to me one day, if I have to turn one more person away from being able to tap into what you know and what you do, I'm going to go crazy. And I remember thinking, what the hell do I have to give? I haven't got anything to give. As we do, I'm not good enough. I don't know. But I started just sitting with business women, sitting with women and really looking into not just their business, but their health. And when you can integrate those two things, all of a sudden it really is a superpower. So I like to use the idea that your hormones are your life hack. And so, we've all done this. We've all been, I am so hormonal. Or your husband or partner or better half has said to you, is there something due? Are you expecting something? What's wrong? What do you think? And then, the next day, all of a sudden, your monthly friend arrives. But we've all blamed it on our hormones. But most of us don't actually really know what that means because it's too hard, it's too tricky, and no one's really ever explained it to us before. And I wish I had the time to talk to you in depth about your hormones today, but I really want to help you understand that they really are fundamental, and your health is such a vital part, as we know, we've got people coughing in the room, of how you perform, how you can make decisions, choices. It's all good. I am not afraid of coronavirus, I have to tell you right now, but I did have to go on a mission for toilet paper last night. So, just quickly, some signs of hormone imbalance. Common symptoms look like things like mood swings, weight gain, acne, period pain, irregular periods, missing periods, heavy bleeding, long cycles, headaches and migraines, PCOS, endometriosis, infertility, bloating, insomnia, ovulation pain, anxiety, spotting, breast tenderness and swelling. I haven't put menopause in there. That's not a death sentence, but so many women have struggles with that. Breast tenderness, swelling, fluid retention, hair loss, facial hair, brain fog. Are you so happy to be a woman? Look at this list. Look at this. We are so lucky right now to live at this time with all of these challenges. Here's the thing. We are told from a young age by our mums, which not by any fault of theirs, honey, it's just the way it is. This is just the way it is. It's not really fair to be a woman. tell you that these symptoms are extremely common. I think we could all relate to at least one of them, if not all of them, but they don't have to be there. That's not actually normal. Common and normal aren't the same thing. We want to be running an optimal body if we want to be able to perform. And so I really want to encourage you in this small amount of time that I have to, if you have symptoms, to start to use them as clues. Because the other thing we're really good at is blaming our body for the problems that we have. Why is my body doing this? Why is my body not supporting me? Why do I have this? Why do I have that? At the end of the day, there's an absolute reason that that's happening, and I really want to encourage you to start to use your signs as clues, because when you can start to do that, you can really start to decode what your body's telling you. It's no longer a mystery, it's actually very obvious to you. And really, at the end of the day, maybe it's a recurrent headache at the same time every month, or maybe it's something more obvious like not being able to sleep. We're very good at grabbing a pill packet, hoping that we feel better, but we're not really looking at the reason why. So really, again, wanting to encourage you to look at your signs as clues. They're the best thing that you can use, and I can tell you right now, better than any test that you'll ever do as a starting point, because your symptoms are never wrong, but very often your test results are. So just quickly, hormones will affect your bowels, your energy, your body fat percentage, or just your managing healthy weight. Your moods, your skin will affect body fat and affect your weight. So kind of the same but not same. But as you can start to see, that they're central to so many things or so many factors, yet we kind of push them to the side and pretend that they don't actually exist. If hormones are affecting every part of your life, I've just said here nothing is exempt, and your hustle included, I want to help you understand that when you can get these in balance, you're going to have more productivity. You're going to be able to do less and achieve more. When you can understand your especially menstrual cycle, if you're still menstruating, you can work out when your power days are. And you can work out when those days are, but you really should probably not see anybody at all. In fact, you probably should be hibernating and just at least staying away. Your focus and your decision making becomes easier. Your intuition in business as well becomes much more clear. And I think if we can really tap into that, that becomes next level. Our intuition really is something that can take us to the absolute next level. But when we are in a state of disharmony, when our body's not performing properly, these things become really hard. And you can spend half an hour on a task you can spend 5 hours on a task that normally takes you half an hour and still want to throw the computer because you haven't got anywhere. So I want to encourage you, if you have signs or symptoms, I actually really want to encourage you to work out what they are. And I invite you, on my website, I have this very lame quiz. It's not even a quiz, it's a hormone worksheet. Women freaking love it. I created it in about 20 minutes. It's really lame, but it really works, and it helps you. I say it's really lame because I look at it and go, I only put 30 minutes into it. It's probably one of those days I was having a great day in terms of what my hormones were doing. If you are keen to work out what that is, jump on my website, it'll pop up for you, and it's one of those quizzes like, you know when you used to read Dolly Doctor or Cosmo when you were a kid, and you open that section and it's like, if you're mostly ones, you're this, and if you're mostly twos, you're this. That's why I say it's lame, because they actually will give you some really great clues as to what your own hormone balance might be, and then you can start to look into that a little bit further to really start to perform, like I said, not just on that 1 or 2 days that you feel great, but pretty much every day within your business and what you're doing. I want to just finish up by being able to say one more thing, and like I said earlier, I have a mentor, and actually what was very interesting is prior to my current mentor, I had a mentor, and I was doing it because it was cool, because that's what the cool kids did, right? They went and got a mentor, and they could turn around and say to other business people, well, I have a mentor, do you? But I realised very quickly that I was taking advice from someone that hadn't done the things that I wanted to do. That she was directing me in a way of what she thought was best, but she hadn't ever ticked any of the boxes of where I wanted to go. And so I realised this, and I loved her and thanked her, and we wrapped up our time together, and I really sought out trying to find somebody that actually had done the things that I want to do. And so I say this to my mentees all the time, have I done what you want to do? Because if I haven't, I'm definitely not the right person for you. But I want to tie this right back into, as women, the best thing that we can be doing is exactly this, leading by example. And when we can lead by example, whether it's within business, whether it's within family life, or whatever we're doing, we can really collectively create a change. And it's not that my previous mentor wasn't doing that and leading by example, but it wasn't the right fit for me. But when we can actually look up to these people and we can see that they're a great example to us, we can be inspired by them, we can learn from them, we can tap into their brain bank. I really think that there's something in this, and I definitely teach this with women in general and women with their families and children as well, that we are constantly being watched, we are constantly being observed. And so really, it's such a privilege for us to be able to do this, to lead people in certain ways, to come together as women and be this beautiful, beautiful example to those that are watching on. Now, I would love also to connect with everybody in the room. So any of these things, I especially love hanging out on Instagram with my children. So I would love, if you don't follow me already, come over there. We have some great discussions on there. I love having healthy conversation over there. I definitely don't really frequent Facebook much anymore, but you can come and join me there. I have an amazing girl that does my Facebook and other socials, and often my mum will comment, "Oh, Nat, I really love this," and I'm like, "Mum, I've told you 16 times. It's not me, but my social girl sounds more like me than I do on a good day." So you can comment there, and I'm sure you'll get a reply, but it's not always me. I try and have a look at that. And of course, like I said, my website, if you are experiencing some type of health issue that possibly is hormonal, go and work out what that is and be inspired again, because it does come back to this idea of us looking after ourselves and being this example to the next generation.